Hi, my name is Ronan Coleman, and this is my video presentation for my submission to ECMP 2022's DIY Fair. My project involved the creation of a web application for handling image quality analysis tests that were carried out here in Matter, Dublin. In this presentation, I will briefly go over what the web application can do, as well as dive into a bit of the background and the technology that powers this. Some of the advantages of turning any in-house developed software into a web application is that it makes it much more accessible and usable to other members of staff or any colleagues you'll be cooperating or collaborating with for research projects. All that's required to use a web application is a web browser, which is often available in hospital networks. It also removes the ability for the end user to have any sort of programming or coding experience or access to programming languages on their hospital computer. So this is a handy way to minimize the risk of users who might not be comfortable programming themselves or sort of going through the hassle of installing dependencies to run specific code. So I created this web application in Python primarily through the use of a package called Flask, which is a micro web framework service built for Python. Now what this allows me to do, and it's how the sort of general construction goes, is allows me to add decorators for the particular URLs that I want to trigger functions that then handle the Python logic in the background before serving the end user a HTML page, which can be styled then with CSS and have web forms and database integrations and all the rest. Just as a quick run through, we'll look at the background of how the DRQA tests go before we have a look at it in the front end. So once the user navigates to the correct URL, it will go through the Python logic, which in this case also requires the user to be logged in, and we'll serve them a form. And if that form validates on submission, which means that the user has to have submitted the right types of data, this helps prevent users from accidentally inputting the incorrect data, which could say corrupt the database or whatever. So then we have our Python code in the background handling all those like file management and organizing where the images are to go, as well as running it through the image quality test in the background. Once this then is complete, we'll have all the relevant data consigned to a database, and it will return to the user their newly created results Excel file. And each page will also always be rendering a template in HTML for the web application to actually show the user. So this is just one of the basic ones I've done here. And you can see in the console window here what's going on sort of live in the background for the web application. It's just getting the relevant equipment pages and the different static files that are going to be presented. And we'll soon see here now in the real application how this works. So you can also control the amount of users who can actually access the program with user profiles and whatnot, and that can be helpful for assigning unique privileges or access requirements. So I'll quickly run through the DRQA tests, and as you can see here from this form, it's very usable. It's just like navigating any other web app or website even. And so for this, I'm just going to add my 7 files for DR image analysis. And for my low, medium, and high dose, I have 2.5, 5, and 10. I'm not going to add an Excel file, so we'll just export it to a regular blank template, and I'll click Submit. And you can see from up here, it's loading, it's thinking, and if we have a quick look in the background, in the console window here, oh, it's finished. We have our time for execution. And up here in the downloads, we can see our DRQ results. Fantastic. Okay, perfect. So let's also try then CTQA. Now, if you're scanning through the CATFAN 600 like we were, there's considerably more than 7 images, but that is not an issue for the program at all. So we'll send it the 58 images, and it'll do its background logic and figure out what slice or what part of the CATFAN is for which test and whatnot. So we just have to wait a little bit. And here we go. It's completed. And fantastic. We have our results in some of our tests and sensitometry and all the rest. So I'm quickly running out of my 5 minutes, so thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of ECMP 2022, Feel free to contact me, Ronan Coleman, if you have any questions about this or if you're interested in developing your own web applications. Thank you.